Operation Badger.
Operation Badger.
Operation Large Rodent.
Operation Large...
With TB.
Rodent infestation with TB. Operation Lightfoot. A Threshold Festival has been and gone.
It's been and gone.
Stuff happened.
Yeah. Lots of stuff happened. Great stuff happened, actually.
What happened? What exactly happened?
Well, we got the band together in the same room for the first time.
It was the first time all the musicians in the band had been together in the same place to play all the songs. We rehearsed in pockets, 4 or 5 people at a time, so... Yeah. So that was interesting.
Basically, cells. Separate cells. Splinter groups.
Yeah, splinter groups, exactly.
It's like Al-Qaeda, but with a violin.
Operation Lightfoot. We're like Al-Qaeda, but with a violin.
That's the tagline, right there. I'd buy that for $1. I'm
not sure we're going to go down well anywhere.
Al Jazeera will have us.
Yeah.
There's a Wogan working for them now.
Sponsored by Al Jazeera.
Yeah.
We can't put that in, can we?
I don't know what it means. I mean,
we're not trying to offend anyone. We love everyone. So yeah, if we say words like bald, cock,
Johnson,
vagina, cordis. Yeah, I mean,
or blancmange.
Blancmange, is that a curse word?
Blancmange.
Blancmange.
Yeah. In all seriousness, though, we've got to say thanks to the musicians because they were amazing.
Yeah.
They turned up and did the business.
Yeah, thanks to the musicians, they were all amazing considering the circumstances, the short amount of time we all had to rehearse and the short amount of time we had in general. It went unbelievably well, really. Considering it could have gone the other way.
Yeah.
In terms of the videos, no one's really seen them yet. I showed Chris, I think.
Yeah. One
of them for Rebuild Your Field, but
and myself and Luke, the guitarist.
Saw yeah. You saw that as well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
no, they look ace. There's an amazing picture on Facebook somewhere of the whole band, and then Muzz, like her sort of 8-foot face. She's not really got an 8-foot face, but I mean, she looks like it's all a bit Jurassic Park. It's brilliant.
It's cool, yeah.
But no, we can be more positive about this. Like, people turned up, people stuck around in the room, people watched us perform. All the people that came up afterwards to say anything were very complimentary and actually started throwing some ideas of what might work for future shows.
Yeah.
Like maybe having projections on other things, which maybe might work, might not. But a few people said that it was really refreshing to see something which combined the film and the music without a load of musicians feeling like they've got to overperform and histrionically do what they're doing. So
well, I mean, I was worried maybe that I'm not worried. I thought maybe a certain percentage of the audience would watch the visuals and everyone else would just watch the band. But there's a couple of people I talked to who were in the crowd was like, yeah, a lot of people were really checking out the visuals. Most people were, which is good. We did have one small problem with the visuals for Rebuild Your Field because it's in black and white and it's quite dark. It's quite stark lighting, so in a room filled with lots of different coloured lights, it didn't maybe necessarily show up very clearly. So I think for future reference, something to think about location-wise where we are and which way the lights are in the room and all that kind of thing.
We've got to kind of, I think it's fair to pat ourselves on the back in that we didn't have a site visit, we didn't have an actual sound check, and it's a festival and that's what happens.
Yeah, no
and
sound
all credit
check.
to the guys that run Threshold, they put on an amazing weekend. I mean, we stuck around afterwards. I was there all weekend reviewing and seeing some of the other bands and playing myself as well. And it was just a real pleasure to actually be part of that. And things ran a little bit late. That's kind of the nature of the beast. But people stuck around, and it was great to actually. It felt like the pressure was really on when we got on the stage. The instruments are there, like, oh, this is real now. And we both played in bands before for years.
Of course,
But this was different. This was we got the visuals behind, we got the laptop. There was only one tiny issue sound-wise with a backing track, where had we just maybe thought it through or had more rehearsal time, we probably would have stuck a little amp on the stage and that would have been fine. But it was the first time we performed. I
mean, you can't, like, considering all the circumstances around it, considering that, it was great, you know, and considering we had, in terms of the videos, I had the last video cut together about an hour before we went on stage. So I was literally sitting in my room like this, staring at my computer, staring at a progress bar going up. My fiancée Lauren was sitting next to me, counselling me and consoling me. Thank you for that, by the way, love. But you know, we got there. I jumped in the car and we went, and we got there. I got there about maybe 15 minutes before we went on stage and plugged in the laptop. And the laptop, of course, wouldn't quite reach up to the stage. So in between songs, I had to jump off stage and turn on the next video and jump back up again and put my bass back on. And
Yeah.
But like it was, apart from all that, it was great. You know?
Yeah. So we've got to say, from left to right, from memory, there was we have Christian, Siobhan, Mersey, obviously Chris Turner
on drums,
Mimi on violin, who came all the way across from Manchester, of course, which was great. I was actually writing some violin parts at the bar. It's great. And she's got a few ideas of how to develop things as well, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we had Luke and Dave Burton as well.
And the guitars.
Yeah. And they all did a really splendid job.
And Luke Moore on keys and
Richard Geraghty on everything. Right there.
Cut it.
So yeah, we should also say massive thanks to Kaya and Chris
Geraghty,
who put on Threshold for a third and most successful year running.
I'd never been before. It was fantastic. I didn't know what to expect, but yeah, it was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Actually,
it's just amazing, and it was just really nice to be able to sort of mingle afterwards and go and see some art and some of the other stuff that was going on. But also thanks to everyone that came down, because we had a few friendly faces that all came and saw this, which added a little bit of pressure for us.
Yeah, it was good though. It was good. There was a good crowd there in the room when we played. So
yeah,
and that's all you can ask for, really.
So what next for Operation Lightfoot? That's the question.
What next?
It feels like there's a natural bit of momentum and a kind of natural pause afterwards.
Yeah. We had some good press afterwards as well on some of the websites and stuff. So forward motion.
Absolutely. There's also talk potentially of some of the festival slots, which we won't talk about just yet until they're all sorted, and more material, more films, and actually some talk of potential publishing, recording things. But
all that good stuff.
Yeah,
keep an eye on the Facebook. It'll come up right now. Facebook's there. Check it out. I'm going to be putting more images up actually quite soon after this video, so keep an eye on that. And if there's any updates in terms of gigs and whatever else is coming up, we'll let you know. Is that Operation Lightfoot over and out for now?
Yeah, just for the moment.
Just for the moment. We're over and out.
But yeah, thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Johnson.